What if the Roman Empire never fell? Imagine a world where emperors still ruled from marble halls, where legions still marched across continents, and Latin was not a language of scholars, but of everyday life. Would our modern world be more advanced? Or would we still be standing under the shadow of eternal Rome? History tells us the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD, besieged by economic decline, political corruption, overexpansion, and barbarian invasions. Rome's vast dominion fractured. Europe was left divided. The Middle Ages began, a slow rebuilding of order, culture, and knowledge. The rise of kingdoms, feudalism, and later, the nation-state system would all stem from this fall. But what if Rome resisted collapse? What if it endured and evolved? Had Rome stabilized, perhaps reforming its economy, limiting corruption, and integrating outsiders more effectively, the empire might have survived. Instead of fragmentation, the Mediterranean and European world would remain a single superstate. Roads, aqueducts, and laws would continue binding inhabitants from Spain to Syria. Latin would not vanish into the Romance languages. Instead, one unified tongue, Imperial Latin, evolving with time, might dominate Europe. Imagine Canadians, Italians, and Brazilians today, all speaking dialects of the same language. Roman citizens still calling themselves part of Imperium Romanum. Christianity rose under Rome's later years. If Rome endured, the central church might remain more tightly connected to imperial power. Would we see one unified religious empire, with less splintering into Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant movements? Or perhaps Rome's traditional gods might have survived longer, forming a syncretic blend with Christianity. Rome mastered engineering, roads, arches, sanitation, remarkable for its time. But Rome lagged in scientific breakthroughs compared to later Renaissance Europe. If Rome endured, would innovation have accelerated or stagnated under imperial bureaucracy? Roads and trade networks suggest earlier industrialization. Steam power, navigation improvements, and mathematics might have advanced hundreds of years earlier. Yet, centralized empires often resist disruptive change. Would emperors actually suppress overly destabilizing inventions? Could Rome have delayed the printing press or industrial machines to preserve control? History's great irony. The empire's fall allowed smaller states to compete, sparking the Renaissance and scientific revolution. A surviving Rome might give us faster unification, but slower innovation. Fast forward to today. If Rome never fell, the world map might look unrecognizable. Global expansion. Like Spain and Britain, Rome would sail west, encountering the Americas, but instead of conquistadors, imagine legions marching through the Andes, Roman colonies across the Mississippi, Latin spoken from Quebec to Patagonia. Government and law. A Roman law heavily influenced Europe as it was, but in this timeline, we might live under imperial provinces, not nation-states. Democracy, as we know it, might never fully rise, delayed or reshaped within a dominant, autocratic framework. Culture and identity. Instead of hundreds of national identities, one banner, the Eagle of Rome. Movies, literature, traditions, all framed through Roman continuity. Would this unity bring peace or unending authoritarian rule? Sometimes, the fall of empires is what allows humanity to breathe. Rome's collapse gave rise to local cultures, new states, and eventually revolutions in thought, democracy, nationhood, individual rights. Perhaps if Rome never fell, we might all live under one powerful empire. Advanced, yes, but tightly controlled. A shining world of marble and steel, yet without the sparks of freedom born from division. So, would the eternal empire have brought us a golden age or an eternal cage? History chose collapse, and from it, A world of nations, languages, and ideas was born. But the dream of a Rome that never fell still lingers in our architecture, our laws, and our imagination. What do you think? Would you rather live in the fractured world we inherited, or in the empire that could have lasted forever? If you enjoyed exploring this alternate history, subscribe for more deep dives into the past that never was. History is never just about what happened, but also about what could have been.